When you like someone, all you want to do is be around them. You want to be their friend, you want to get to know them, you want to know everything about them. But if you like someone, you should stop being his friend. And here's why. When you start to have a crush on someone, usually it's one way. I hate to break it to you, but usually two people don't start to like each other at the same exact time. Sometimes it happens, of course. But in the case that you like them and they don't like you back, the worst thing you can do is stay in the friend zone and further dig yourself into the friend zone, because then they will start to form an opinion on you and say, oh, I don't like this person, they're my friend. Whereas if you are just starting to get to know someone, you are both still forming your opinion on them. And if you start to like them, you should really start to signal to them that you like them, because then they may start to think about you in a romantic way. If you don't do anything and you just continue to be their friend, you call them bro, you tell each other about your crushes, all these things like that, they will think of you as a friend, and it'll be harder and harder to change that dynamic. And I know this from personal experience because I liked the same guy for 4 straight years. In those 4 years, nothing happened. I was friends with him, we hung out, we texted a lot. It's actually funny because now, many years down the road, I'm moved on from him, but he invited me to his wedding, which shows that he really did think of me as a good friend. And meanwhile, I was pining over him. I was resentful that he never liked me back. After I moved on, I still was like, dang, why did he stay such good friends with me if he wasn't ever going to do anything about it? And this is why I say, when you like someone, stop being friends with them. Because if I had just acted on my feelings much earlier, then I could have heard an answer from him that he didn't like me, and then I could have moved on, stopped being his friend, distanced myself, and then I would have forgotten about him. Or if he did like me, then we could have dated and I would never have just been friends with him for 4 years. And it's funny because the specifics of my relationship is that I actually told him I liked him in the first year, but he said his parents couldn't date, and so I stayed friends with him. And then he actually started dating another girl later, and I just held on to some delusional hope that he actually was saying the truth when he told me his parents wouldn't let him date. And that, eventually maybe he might like me and start asking me out and that we could start dating later on. This is why it's so bad to stay friends with a guy once you like him, because I actually did get an answer from him that he wasn't interested in me, and what I should have done is stop being friends with him. If you like a guy, you want to find out if he likes you too, so that you can either date or you can stop being friends. The worst thing you can do is stay friends with a guy while you like him, but you don't know where it's going, because all you do is hold on, hope, waiting that someday he will wake up and fall in love with you. The reality is you have to do something about it. And I have another video that you can watch to learn about how to actually ask your crush out if you are ready to do that. I'll link it below. But it doesn't have to be that scary. All you really need to do is start to signal to your crush that you're interested in them, so that they start to think of you in a romantic way and not just as a friend. And this could be as simple as asking to hang out one-on-one and do something that's a more romantic thing, rather than just doing your homework together. Instead, you guys get ice cream. Or that he's interested in a specific activity, like he likes basketball. So you ask if you want to go watch a basketball game together. And you text them, things that are more flirty, and you talk to them and compliment them. And they will start to pick up on it. If they are really slow and non-observant, which I know some guys like that, then you might have to be more obvious to them, but my video talks more about that too. I think one problem is that, honestly, a lot of guys are pretty passive. If they're friends with you, and they get this sort of emotional girlfriend benefits of being friends with a girl, someone who's trying to understand how they're doing, if anything's bothering them, emotionally supporting them, then oftentimes they might not actually ask you out and make things official, because they're already getting a lot of emotional benefits from your friendship. They don't really know if they want to commit to something more. But you need to realize that when you are basically an emotional girlfriend for someone, you are giving your heart to them when they don't deserve it. They are not committing to you, so they don't deserve to get the emotional benefits of being your girlfriend. And you need to set that boundary. I gave my heart to so many guys who didn't deserve it. I liked so many guys and I just wanted to be around them, and I just gave them my heart. And they never wanted to ask me out or make it official. They were just happy to accept my friendship. And that was unfair to me. So I don't want you to fall into the same situation. If you like someone, don't be their friend. Act on it so that it can turn into something or you can move on. I know it's hard, I know it's scary, but you can do it. Good luck.